Alright, so the first SCP of the night is SCP-2427. Also known as a thing full of stuff. Anyways. Alright. Anyways. Item SCP-2427. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Area 2427 has been established around 2427-1 for the purpose of the study and containment of 2427. A 500-meter perimeter around 2427-A has been designated the center of Area 2427, using a private elite country club as a front. Intruders are to be given amnestics and turned away. All subinstances under 2427 are to be contained according to their individual containment procedures. The undocumented anomalous objects are to be discovered as soon as possible via exploration. Alright, description. SCP-2427 is a collective designation for all abnormal phenomena associated 2427-B, accessible via -A. -A is a broken stone staircase 10 kilometers southeast of Redacted, Ohio. According to local legend, any person who ascends the staircase while holding a sprig of hemlock will enter an extra-dimensional area, hereafter known as -B. Foundation scientists have confirmed this and have determined that -B can be exited by a descent of -A, for which hemlock is also required. Okay, I know this is from a creepy story about a stair in the woods. I played a game about that. No, I played a game that's acting exactly like this. I played a game about this, yeah. Right. Anyways. -B is a circular plateau 3 kilometers in diameter. It superficially resembles a forested hill in America's Midwest. Solar time never changes from 2 o'clock p.m. inside -B. Any person who breaches the forested border of 2427 will be destroyed via air bombardment by -5. So far, there have been 7 types of anomalous objects observed within, but several other types of objects undocumented by the Foundation have been noted by information discovered on site. Third documentation, located inside the foyer of -2 and -B, has been determined to be the storage area for anomalous weapons, tools, and prisoners for a religious organization known as the Brazen Heart. The existence of several other such attics, as they have designated this storage area hidden throughout the world, has also been implied. The Brazen Heart was previously believed to have been a Moloch-worshipping cult, eradicated during the Spanish Inquisition. They express extreme animosity for the Foundation and humanity at large, but the Foundation has yet to interact with any professed members of the organization. As such, it is unknown how active the Brazen Heart is at this time. Item SCP-2427-1 Special Containment Procedures. An electrified perimeter around -1 has been established. -1 is not to be opened under any circumstances. Description. -1 is a fire hydrant constructed of lead located nearest to -A within -B. When opened, -1 will eject high amounts of ionizing radiation from within. The exact amount of this radiation has not been measured, but has proven sufficient to melt human flesh near the opening. Item SCP-2427-2 Special Containment Procedures. -2 may only be entered by staff authorized to work with -3 through -5. Description. -2 is a building in the center of -B. that superficially resembles a sanitarium from the 1860s. Demo-2 is a large multi-storied building on the outside. The interior is an area of non-Euclidean spatial displacement, comprising only one floor and 3 rooms, with a central foyer. The first room contains -3. The second contains -4. And the third contains a collection of religious documents, canned goods, and bottled water. Item SCP-2427-3 Special Containment Procedures. A reinforced steel door has been installed at the entrance of -3, and the windows have been paved over with concrete, and armed guards have been placed. -3 is to be fed 1 live goat once daily. Failure to do so will result in a containment breach. No line of sight is to be established between -3 and any personnel. Direct images of -3 are to be considered lethal cognitohazards, and exposure is to be treated with Class A amnestics. Description: -3 is a hostile biomechanical construct built from electronic circuitry, the digestive tract of a cow, 1 hairless head of a human male, a hat rack, several lengths of ordinary garden hose, and crystalline structures of unknown composition. -3 is carnivorous and exhibits extraordinary physical strength and speed. -3 is capable of speech and professes a desire to devour all impure life. Any person who directly observes -3 will begin to have an overwhelming desire to meet -3 to have their purity judged, believing that a positive judgment will result in one granted wish. The parameters for this purity are unknown. -3 has so far not encountered a pure life form. Yeah, just said 999 in there. I'm sorry. Anyways. Item SCP-2427-4 Special Containment Procedures. Experimentation with -4 will continue as needed, as the effects have been determined to have no dangerous repercussions. The pool of test subjects does not necessarily need to be restricted to D-class personnel. Description: -4 is the entirety of the second room in -2. Once a human subject steps on a linoleum floor, the subject will lose consciousness for approximately 5 minutes, during which the subject will orally list a series of apparent negative qualities about themselves. Upon regaining consciousness, the subject will have no memory of their monologue. SCP-2427-4 Test Number 23, Subject D-2518. Dr. Henderson, please enter the chamber. D-2518 enters -4. I don't feel. D-2518 faints. My soul is a den of spiders, hear my confession. 40 years old, and I've never taken a pure wife. I have never conceived a strong boy to raise into the armies of true. The only consolation my whimpering mind has taken is from fictional works of irrelevant fantasy and other sinful distractions and lies. I have done nothing to destroy myself, and for this I have inspired hatred in all who observe. I cringe at the concept of purity, for I know it is my better. I am deceit and cowardice. I am wretched disgust and ineptitude. My soul is not worthy to become as one with the heart of brass. Oh, here whence I awaken, hesitate not to feed my flesh and my soul to the judge beast. D-25... Huh? Maybe? I thought it would be... Oh, yeah. Here, yeah, -3. I forgot we're on -4. Yeah. Yeah, -3 could be it. I don't know. D-2518 awakens. Where am I? Item SCP-2427-5 Special containment procedures. -5 is not to be directly observed for more than 3 seconds at a time by any personnel. Description. -5 is a stationary cloud positioned over -B. When observed by a human subject for more than 3 seconds, -5 will eject a ball of solid lead approximately 1 meter in diameter at a supersonic speed towards the observer. -5 will also attack those who attempted to leave the perimeter of -B in the same manner. This has resulted in 14 personnel fatalities so far. Item SCP-2427-6 Special Containment Procedures. Until the hypothesis that -6 is the result of a human contagion can be ruled out, -6 instances are to be isolated as such in independent biohazard containers. Description. -6 is a series of 18 small trees located throughout -B. Radar analysis has shown that the roots of an individual instances have taken the shape of a human body, which fidget frequently. The trunk above the ground stems from the human shape's crotch. Each instance is adorned with a small sign that reads, "The lecherous suffer what they must, and it is beautiful." Item SCP-2427-7 Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Testing of -7 has been discontinued. No Foundation personnel are to step inside -7. Description. -7 is a pile of ashen wood behind a plaque that reads, "The Liar's Cradle." Testing has revealed that not only does -7 share a title with and operate similarly to 2128. Oh, they actually oh, wow. But note 1. In that if a human subject speaks falsely within 2128, they are incinerated. Okay! I think that's the explanation there. It is an improved version of 2128 that operates properly within the intended perimeters as a torture device, as observed by testing. -7 contains no sentient intelligence. -7's method of immolation is strictly non-lethal. It decreases in intensity to prolong life, and -7 will only immolate subjects that specifically tell a lie within its zone of control, rather than a state of false fact, regardless of intention. Let me double check. Because so far it looks like if you just lie in this one, you're dead. Yeah. Alright, so here's the thing. It is a 2128 is a vaulted stone furnace. And a second paragraph right here, it says, when a human subject fully enters 2128 and makes a true statement, nothing will happen. If the spoken statement should be a lie, the human subject will be completely incinerated by unknown means. So yeah, it's an oven. Just throw the D class on it, it'll be fine. And then excerpt from documents recovered from in the foyer of -2. Canto XV first to 94 on hatred. The question tells you that hatred is wrong. The Buddhist tells you that hatred is a destruction. The atheist tells you that hatred is unhealthy. That expunged tells you that hatred is fun. Hatred in reality is but one of many invaluable tools to return the creation to purity. Hatred can work in harmony with love. The nature of the path to purity is irrelevant. All that matters is the sunrise at the end of the path. We must remember the third path between what is wrong and what is right. For when the heart of Blast shines again, as it is written, there will be never more and be an opposite to the paradise. Contents of Hemlock Attic. program provisions and data of no particular sacred nature, 1 purge engine disguised as a fire hydrant, 1 house of sterility, 1 level 3 purity proctor, 1 confessionary, 18 condemned lectures, 1 laden cumulus, 1 true liar's cradle, 1 slaughtering perseverance, 27 pure children. Oh, pyre. 3 ascended cultivars, 1 debaucherer, 7 supreme angelics, 3 level 7 hexagrams, 9 dragons, 1 attic hub nexus, the brazen heart. Jesus, that's a lot of shit to fit in an attic. Yeah. Memo from Dr. Gordon McElroy, Site Director of Area 2427. 2. All level 4 staff or higher assigned with 2427 and an Overseer Council. I have been looking over the documentation found on site, and the fact that we haven't found some of these things, especially whatever these supreme angelics and dragons might be, is something I find extremely concerning. In addition, what is this attic hub nexus? What is the reason we've never seen any Brazen Heart guys is because they're operating exclusively extra-dimensionally. We could stumble upon an entire army waiting for their chance to strike. We need to find this gateway and seal it for good, unless we get the brazen balls to send the mole rats. Lastly, the actual brass heart they're so fond of is somewhere in 2427. Deep underground, I'd imagine, based on some of the things they said it could do. We need to find it as soon as possible. I'm certain that it's a keter of the worst sort. L5, consider this my formal request for additional containment resources. Lots of them. If I remember correctly, mole rats are the MTF. Oh, it goes to a different SCP. 3066. See, apparently it's a small log cabin in Linville, Georgia, North Carolina. It's been abandoned in 1937. And it's surrounded by thick vegetation. In 3066, the perception of time is heavily warped. While timekeeping devices work as suspected, personnel report a trance-like state of mind with a very few memories in their time inside 3066. Metabolism is much slower, allowing personnel to spend several days within 3066 with no ill effects. Apparently, it's also like 087 because it also has no discernible bottom. It does have an airtight cellar, used for storing wine. Cellar cans are writing desks stacked with hundreds of writing pages and journals. Nearby is a circular borehole with a diameter of 3.3 meters. Which is -A, which has no discernible bottom. Okay. Oh yeah, MTF Zeta 9, mole rats. That's what I was looking for. So yes, mole rats are MTF. I just need to make sure. Alright. Ready to see the thumbnail? Alright, let me get it ready. Well, it's not a naked woman. I think that's supposed to be -3. The sickles? And it looked like an anime source. Also, I like how you're going after the -3 when there's just a naked man on screen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, I'll reread the description because I don't think Bookworm was here for it. Bookworm also says hi. Alright, here's what -3 looks like, okay, Bookworm? So right before you get this far, stream can't hear tree. God damn it, OBS! Jerry, say something.
Hats.
Alright, you're probably gonna have to re-talk about why you hate this thumbnail again. Anyways, before I do that.
Okay.
Before we
Can
go.
you hear me, Bookworm? Okay, I can hear myself now on stream. So, I'm just going to assume... Oh, yes, I have been freed.
Alright.
Alright, well, first, you see the tree? The tree is referencing trees that are a lot smaller than that, as there's pictures showing. They look like willow trees. And as I'm sure you've noticed, the picture, the photo, tree in the photo is not a willow tree. It is too thick. But the one in the file is clearly a type of willow. And thus, yeah, the very different trees. But yes, -6 is the one with the thumbnail is referencing. But where it shows something like, is that a fucking thick willow or something? Not a willow. I don't know what tree that is the thumbnail is showing, but it's not a willow. Oak, that's what I was thinking. Is the thumbnail using a thick oak or something like that? Either way, it's a very different tree. So -6 is literally a tree where deep under it are human shapes, and its roots grow from the groin area.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to reread the description of -3 so you can understand what -3 is supposed to look like. SCP-2427-3 is a hostile biomechanical construct built of electronic circuitry and digestive tract of a cow, one hairless head of a human male, a hat rack, several lengths of ordinary garden hose, and crystalline structures of unknown composition. SCP-2420. Oh yeah, that's it. Wait, there is no sickles.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. One, you don't see any marks of any hat rack anywhere. Two, where did the metal come from? Any metal is literally not described. Also, it says a human man's head. It shows a mannequin head, which has no gender to it. It looks like a mechanical head instead of a human head. Also, I'm not going to fault them for not showing the cow stomach, but I will say it seems like they basically reinvented the entire description and used some vague references. Like, you don't know if these are wires or hoses. Who knows?
Wait.
Which is not the right approach.
Hold on. The name of that show that that Bung had. I think I know where this is from. I can't remember. Confinement. There it is. Okay, hold on.
Wait, what? Are you saying they stole that from the SCP confinement?
Yes, here it is. Here's the motherfucker.
But that was something Professor Bung made up, and it wasn't related to this SCP at all.
Yeah, and the SCP was about the Song of Genesis, and that was an escaped SCP.
Yep, it's something that was born from the Song of Genesis. It didn't have any wires or anything. It looked trippy as fuck, but it was not its own SCP. And it died as soon as the song ended.
Yeah, I know, it's almost exact detail.
So instead of basing it on the actual SCP, they based it on Professor Bung's thing.
I knew I saw this before. I knew I saw it before.
Should we just mark the thumbnail, the clickbait, as a 4? Because they didn't even try to base it off the description.
Also, I'm seeing in these images, a lot of people are saying this is -3. And putting their own videos as -3.
That is not -3. -3 doesn't look like that at all. -3 is literally a human head with wires and hoses and a coat rack. Where is the coat rack? Where is the human man head?
Oh, poor guy fell for misinfo. Yes. Also, how did they make theirs look worse than Bung's?
Well, weirdly, Bung wasn't even trying to make the SCP, but it's still closer to the representation.
Bookworm. If only he had an article he could refer to. Oh, wait.
Oh no! That's sass!
Okay, I like this fan drawing, though. It does make it look a bit more creepy. But anyways.
That is a good fan art, but it's still not accurate because those are metal arms instead of the coat rack.
Yeah.
But if they're trying to draw Bung's thing, then yeah, that's accurate to Bung's thing, but it's not -3.
Yeah, we're also not going to talk about Dr. Bung for obvious reasons.
Yeah. So I think this is marked as a 4.
they really traced art.
Doesn't even try to draw -3. They're just having Bung's thing as -3. God damn
it. They're probably gonna have it in the video too. Let's see what they say in the video. Not in the video description. Oh look, no. Lights. What a shocker. It says right here, SCP-2427 is a collection of anomalous objects of a non-Euclidean space, the so-called attic. To get there, you just need to climb with a sprig of hemlock up a fragment of a staircase in the forest, but no one has been able to come back from there yet. Maybe you'll get lucky. What do you mean no one's come back from? It's stated in the article people have come back.
So they just think about this. They contradicted themselves in their own description. They're like, it's not dangerous and no one's come back. Those are not two things that go together. Either it's not dangerous or no one's come back. You cannot put them both together. That's not how that works. Okay. I'm sure the video will be hell. Let's watch.
Right.
Are you ready, Bookworm?
Are you ready to for brain rot?
I have my noms ready.
I just took a sip of root beer. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got free root beer.
Very nifty. How'd you get it?
I just entered it in this thing, and I got two cases of mug root beer.
Ah, god damn you. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's the good stuff. Anyways, you ready to continue?
Yes.
Where's the stairs?
Ah!
Wait, what?
Ah!
What? Wait. I want to keep no bad voice acting because it's so funny. I can't stop laughing.
Also, probably click wrong credit given.
I am for a thumbnail. Let's see, I'm trying to find the others. Got
Wrong
cover
SCP design.
There we go.
Yeah, we already know they did -3 wrong, so yeah. Should we click unconnected SCPs? Because in using that design, it almost feels like they're trying to connect a completely different SCP.
I guess.
The Song of Genesis, that's where that design, like, Bung was doing the Song of Genesis. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, we ready to continue? I can't stop laughing over him yelling.
That's because that's the worst voice acting. Maybe we've heard worse. Okay, let's hear.
Ah!
Who's this guy?
I don't know. Maybe he's just waiting to save the guy as soon as he makes a believable scream.
Yeah, and also he looks like he's getting sexual pleasure from it with his face.
Also, I'm sorry to hurt you, but I think that's their interpretation of -7.
Probably. Even though it's a bunch of wood put together.
Yes, the actual -7 is supposed to be ash and wood. And they made it a mud pit.
Yep.
A mud pit with rocks?
I guess.
Okay.
The bargain's finished. I've done my part. I want out now. Yes, I'm sure, damn it. What's going on?
Is that just a random
God,
mud death
what's
pit?
happening?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
You're asking the wrong person. What is Bookworm? Can you tell us what's going on?
Bookworm's just as clueless as we are. Let's keep watching.
No! Wait! There has to be another way!
What?
I don't know.
Mr. Manning, may I?
Oh my god, with
Logan,
the bandages
come
again.
in. Got a case for you. We matched the disappearance of tourists in Ohio with a local legend. There's a staircase 10 miles from Bowling Green that leads to nowhere.
Object 2427. I've heard something about it. Was there anything else, Mr. Manning?
Yes, just be careful, Agent Hardy.
Thank you, sir.
What do you mean? It's perfectly safe as long as you don't be stupid.
Yeah. What is this?
The director of our
down there?
I don't know.
site,
Someone
Kurt
said
Manning,
how
was a
live
great
does it
man.
look?
I served with him in Iraq, and even with years of service, it didn't make the old soldier cynical or callous. He truly cared about every individual agent and was like a father to them.
Okay, hold on. For once, they might have actually drawn the SCP correctly. Oh wait, no, they didn't.
No, they didn't, because it's not a small staircase. It's a broken staircase.
Yeah.
Yo, buddy. I hope this is worth the $5. You said this would be something crazy.
This place is absolutely incredible, I promise you.
Is that it?
No, it's just the entrance. Just hold on to this and go in.
What is this?
Your entrance ticket. Well, move it.
What the hell?
What?
Should we look up
Not
pictures
chickening
of
out,
them
are
all?
you?
I guess we can? Because I don't even know what that is.
Okay, it looks like very badly drawn hemlock.
Or I want to get it for stream, though.
Huh? Okay, let me show you. Here are the hemlock flowers.
Alright, give me a moment to bookworm. And I'll show it to you. That's what they look like.
With how badly they are drawn in the video, they look like, instead of that flower, like it might be a different type of small white flower.
Yeah. Actually, one of them kind of looks like mistletoe.
Oh my gosh, you're right! They have the mistletoe balls on them! I hate it, thank you.
I'm
take
warning
another
you, the
sip of
payment
apple soda.
is non-refundable.
Chicken? You don't know me at all, pal.
No, I know exactly who you are. Sinners.
What?
Uh,
Is this gonna be like Christian and
They're gone,
Evil
sir.
type of SCP?
We'll get them when they come back. Keep an
In
eye
this
on the
video.
stairs.
Yes, sir.
are they changing it so there's at least one member of the Brazen Heart alive?
When it's not even confirmed if they're alive or not.
It is not confirmed if the Brazen Heart are around or not anymore. But I imagine, since they're so hard to find, that they wouldn't just do this shit.
Also, what is it with these crotch plates? It's in every fucking...
He thinks of everyone's crotches. That's why he draws them so big. Am I wrong?
No.
Figured I'd get some sleep while they were waiting.
The
Here,
fuck?
May. They belong to him. Adam would have wanted you to have them.
He died a hero, didn't he?
May, your fiancé was one of the bravest men I knew. You can be proud of him.
Sir, someone's coming down.
Damn, why is he alone? Grab him. Derek Fisher, temporarily unemployed, no fixed place of residence, is that right?
Is that a
What?
crime?
We're not accusing you of anything, for now. So, tell me, how'd you find that place?
The stairs to the attic? By accident. I was on a picnic with some friends and came across them.
The attic?
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things and nobody's in there.
Where
Why
are the
would he
people that
call
went in
it
with
the
you?
Attic? That's the specific name the file calls it, but it looks nothing like an attic. So why would he call it that?
They liked the attic so much that they decided to stay.
Really?
Dude, I just take tourists there for money. I haven't done anything wrong.
Why don't we take a little trip then, huh? We didn't waste any time and proceeded to Object 2427 immediately. The task force double-checked weapons and ammunition, and I packed a portable X-ray scanner. This'll come in handy. Here you go, Logan. We'll be in touch. Report everything to me once you're in. Of course, sir.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Everyone,
This
you know the
is-
drill. Stay close and watch each other's six.
You won't get through without this.
And this is?
Hemlock. It's a plant. Don't ask me. I don't know how it
But-
works.
That doesn't look strong like hemlock.
Yeah.
You paid me to show you something, so let's move on.
At first glance, the place was no different than any ordinary country club. Derek, where are the tourists you brought here?
Over there, right where the sinners belong.
Let's check it out. Move.
Just ordinary trees, sir. Aspens, I think.
But something was off. We x-rayed the roots of the trees and... The hell? Why do they look like people?
What?
Look!
That's
They're moving!
not how it looks.
No.
This guy was clearly not who he was pretending to be.
There's not a bunch of people
Handcuff
under
him,
one
and don't
tree.
take your eyes off him.
Yes,
They're
sir.
not Aspens.
Do you think the people of that Iraqi village have forgiven you?
Are they having a random bum white guy have some, like, fortune teller abilities? Where he can literally look into people's brains, which is totally disconnected from the SCP in any way. We know nothing about the Brazen Heart, only besides their ideals. They didn't have brain reading powers as far as we know. Honestly, to have that kind of ability, I almost wonder if you'd have to be a reality bender.
Oh, if we have added violence, we get a bingo.
Well, we'll find out when they add violence. Actually, didn't they technically already add violence? Never mind. We just didn't count it because We were so confused, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep watching. So we have a bingo. Yay, let's keep going.
How could he know that? Damn it. Party to Manning. The operation is going according to plan, but this guy, Derek, something's not right about him. The building on site turned out to be abnormal as well. Huge.
Wait, hold on. No, that's not what it looks like. It looks like that.
Yeah, that's because it's a design from a completely different era. During the 1800s, when it came to sanitariums, they typically made them out of things like stone because they were supposed to hold the mentally unwell or people who were sick. It was supposed to be in areas where the clean air would bustle away the quote unquote miasma because some people still believed in the miasma bullshit back then. Yeah, it wasn't that far along in history ago that people still believed in fucking miasma. So they're like, oh yes, a design specifically for clearing away the miasma. Sorry, I just think miasma is this very stupid thing to believe in. And
Mm-hmm.
both that house doesn't look like it's designed with clearing away the miasma, and the idea of building a house to clear away the miasma are stupid, although those houses still helped people get better physically because it was farther away from cities, away from the pollution, and they were fed healthy.
Yeah. So, also, Bookworm, how are you holding up? I'll wait for the
These
answer.
were the places that the wealthy people took their mentally unwell or physically ill family instead of the asylums where everyone was bad placed.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Booker's doing well for now. For now is a good answer. Alright.
Huge on the outside, but on the inside only had a foyer and 3 rooms, one of which held strange documents. Mr. Manning, it seems to be a list of everything in the attic.
How
The
is that a
liar's
fucking
cradle.
foyer?
I think
Is
they're
that
in
what
one
a
of the
foyer is?
rooms. I think they're in one of the rooms that has the information or covered documents and shit.
Well, they called it a foyer.
Oh, well. I don't know.
Do you know
Laid
what
in
that
cumulus.
is?
A big room, I'm assuming?
Let me look up a good way to describe a foyer.
Look what it says entrance area.
Well, yes, that is technically what it is. I was just trying to figure out how to describe it and how a foyer would not look. Do you think it would look like that, Bright?
No.
If it looks like that, it's not a foyer, it's a room. It's just a room. Just a room. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Fine.
Anyways.
Purge engine, confessionary. What even is all this?
Logan, scan the...
Wait, they now they used pictures from the SCP article.
Yes, they used pictures for the SCP despite using the wrong design for one of those very SCPs earlier. Hello, Hatchet. Welcome to hell.
Hi.
We're doing a religious SCP. How are you?
We are talking. It's
Okay.
not really a religious SCP. It was just one that was collected by religious crazy cultists. We're talking about 2427. To summarize it, basically, you go to a broken stone staircase you take Hemlock with you, you go into this different pocket space, lots of trees around. The trees look like birchwood. You know those birchwood trees, the thin little trees?
Yeah,
Each,
I know.
below each tree looks like writhing humanoid shapes, but they are deep underground, and each humanoid shape
Mhm.
has the tree growing from the crotch area. And the SCP, like, -1, should we even talk about that? I'm not sure they'll even touch it.
I'll just reread all the descriptions. Actually,
It's a lead
descriptions of each
fire
item.
hydrant that if you open it,
Yeah.
it can eject high amounts of radiation, and it can basically melt human flesh.
Yep. And this is -2, which is basically a building that superficially resembles a sanitarium from the 1860s. Though -2 is a large multi-story building on the outside, the interior is an area of non-Euclidean spatial displacement, comprising only 1 floor and 3 rooms, with a central foyer. The first room contains -3, the second contains -2, and the third contains religious documents, canned goods, and bottled water.
Okay.
Yes, -3 is a hostile biomechanical construct built from electronic circuitry and digestive tract of a cow and 1 hairless head of a human male, a hat rack, several lines of ordinary garden hose, and crystalline structures of unknown composition.
Instead of trying to draw the creature, they instead took a design Bung used for one of his monsters and said that's -3.
Yeah, if you remember Confinement.
They took a
yeah.
random creature from Confinement that was made by Genesis.
Yeah, A Song of
and
Genesis.
They used it, yeah. The Song of Genesis.
Yeah. You can see in the thumbnail that's in the chat. That's what they drew it as.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and -4 is entirely the second room of -2. While a human subject steps on a linoleum floor, the subject loses consciousness for approximately 5 minutes, during which the subject will orally list a series of apparent negative qualities about themselves. Upon regaining consciousness, the subject will have no memory of their monologue.
And -5 is basically a stationary cloud that if you stare at it too long, it will launch a 1 meter lead ball at you that will basically kill you if it hits you.
Yeah, at supersonic speed, for more than 3 seconds. Or if you leave the perimeter of -B, it'll also kill you.
It's an aggressive cloud.
Yeah. And -7, the final one, is a pile of ash and wood behind a plaque that reads The Liar's Cradle. Testing has revealed that not only does -7 share a title with and operate similarly to 2128, it is an improved version of 2128 that operates properly with the intended parameters as a torture device. -7 contains no sentient intelligence. -7's methods of immolation are strictly non-lethal and decreases in intensity to prolong life. And -7 will only immolate subjects that specifically tell a lie within its zone of control, rather than state a false fact regardless of intention.
So you have to purposely lie.
Yes. Also, with 2128, it's basically a furnace that if you lie, it incinerates you. You're just dead.
Yeah. Instant death. Where this -7, instead of killing you, it purposely prolongs your life for as long as possible, so you suffer as much as it can get you to suffer while you lie.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I just thought to give you a good rundown before everything.
Yeah.
All right, ready to continue? Oh yeah,
We should
first.
probably also say that the items in this area were collected by a group called the Brazen Heart. However, they have never been seen by the Foundation and are believed to either be inactive or active in another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, this is the first time they actually use pictures from the document.
Yeah, they redesigned -7 into a mud pit with rocks.
I see.
They also redesigned -6, so it's just one giant tree with humans infused into the roots.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, ready to continue? You got all the information you need?
I guess, I think.
Okay. Sorry if we overwhelmed you.
-7 is like one person per tree.
Wait, all right.
That probably makes it worse, but
Anyways.
at least they're not a weird tree abomination. They're just suffering for all eternity under a tree.
Is that... Well, yeah, anyways, let's continue with the video, hopefully. Hopefully they don't talk about the Iraqi people again. Oh yeah, you missed that.
The what?
They randomly had a member of the Brazen Hearts show some Foundation members over there, and apparently they read one SCP guy's brain and said the people of the Iraqi village have not forgiven you. So he's a mind reader now.
Okay.
This is getting out of hand.
Documents and send them over.
Yes, sir. We also discovered that the attic
So
belongs
this is
to
what
the
they
Brazen
think a foyer looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heart cult. Have you heard of it?
I believe it was a Monarch worshipping cult eradicated during the Spanish Inquisition 200 years ago.
Well, it seems someone's continuing their work.
What do we have here?
Oh, we're about to see the -3.
What the?
I had just finished scanning and sending over the documentation I had found to Manning, when all of a sudden...
Locked in its room, is it?
I think it's just in the room.
Yeah.
They put a steel
it's
door to keep it in
dangerous
there.
as-
They put a steel door to keep it in there, but...
Yeah.
All I know
Mm-hmm.
is when looking through an anomalous building, the first thing I'm gonna do when I see a door that's hastily barred up with rotten planks of wood is assume that whatever's on the other side of that door is not gonna kill me.
That sounds sarcastic. You would never open that fucking thing.
No.
Watch out!
What's going on?
Ralph opened the door, and this thing came out.
Nowhere did it state it had metal.
Actually, I think I know where they stole this design, and it's not Bung. They made a merge between Bung's design and the design of the certain creatures from the Infinity Train.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about with this thing's design.
Let me grab the Infinity Train.
Is in the thumbnail is actually a design. The creature right here, on above ground, is a design from Lord Bung in the episode 2, I believe, of Confinement, where it was about the Song of Genesis.
Okay. The fuck's Confinement?
It ended series for good because the illustrator did not so good thing, as well as for for the most recent episode it would have aired, had one of their characters just constantly sliding their dick into other people. I kid you not.
Yeah, okay. That doesn't answer my question, Bright.
It's an SCP animated series. Everything up to that episode is good. It's just that the animator did something really bad.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
animator did it bad.
Yeah. And they left the platform.
I see.
And I may or may not have the download of that that video I just mentioned.
Why?
Because someone released it on Twitter.
Okay. Honestly, at this point, I don't know how much I care. Just, I've gotten it through my head that this is a highly inaccurate design.
Also, this is why I think they have also been, like, slightly inspired by the stewards from the Infinity Train. This is basically what they look like.
What's the Infinity Train?
I think it's a show on Netflix, or was one.
Yeah, it was a show on Netflix until Netflix decided to destroy it for the sake of tax write-offs. They destroyed it and made it impossible to watch for tax write-offs, I believe.
Well, correction, impossible to legally watch.
Fair enough.
You
So
just have to.
literally, it was a show that people fell in love with and cannot watch anymore legally.
Yeah, also, Hatchet is supposed to have a bald human head. That is a porcelain mask.
And it's supposed to be made of a crystalline structure, wires and hoses, and a coat rack. I don't think you're supposed to be able to see the cow stomach, so I'm not bringing that up, but we don't see a coat rack. We see added metal. We see a mask that is not a human face.
Oh yeah, and it also kills anything it deems impure. It supposedly gives a wish to people who are pure.
But no one has been deemed pure so far, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I see.
Anyways. Let's see how bad this is gonna get. Wait! Why was it staring at his crotch?
I think that they were just trying to make it look him up and down.
Well, yeah, but it just made it look like it sniffed his crotch before looking up.
I'm sorry.
Damn it! Retreat! What the hell is that thing? The prophet of purity. It consumes the impure.
What?
Move it, smart
That's
guy!
not what it's called.
Everyone, fall back to the stairs! Bad idea.
He suggested that it's a judge.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we agree with its judgment, but we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Shut up! Shit! What was that?
Wait, are they randomly getting killed without... One, those balls are too big. Two, they're not fast enough. Three, why are they getting shot without even looking at it?
How large are the balls supposed to be?
1 meter.
1 meter in diameter, I believe.
Oh, I could kind of buy that being a 1 meter. Oh, wait, in diameter?
Yeah.
Well, I believe so. Let's see. Approximately 1 meter in diameter, yes.
Okay. I forget what a diameter is. It's been so long since I did high school math.
I believe diameter is the thing altogether. Let me look it up.
Let me double check. Okay, yeah, so I feel it is diameter is what I was thinking of. It's the two radiuses. I could kinda buy that being a meter long. Sorta.
The diameter of a sphere is twice the radius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
The radius is like from the center
Oh, the
of the sphere
diameter,
to the edge.
yeah, the diameter is apparently how long it is total, how large it is total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Hatchet, we forgot to tell you, we have a bingo.
Oh, cool, fun. I love bingo.
In cloud, it won't let you out.
Once again, those balls are too big. That is not 1 meter big. You cannot convince me.
I stepped away for a second. What did I miss?
Hold on, I'll go back. You remember the fire hydrant that if it opens up, it shoots out radiation?
Yeah.
Watch, just watch.
Well, isn't the house supposed to be made of lead?
Yes.
That just looked like a red fire hydrant.
But he just touches it and it just goes off.
Instead of being a lead fire hydrant, he touched it and it turned trans.
Okay, so as a side note, one, I do agree those balls are definitely like at least 1.5 meters in diameter. And two, I can actually appreciate this, the way that they depict this, because this is actually accurate to what a supercritical reaction looks like.
Pink, blue, and white?
Not pink, blue, and white, but specifically like basically every time that this is described by someone who's experienced it, they describe it as a blinding blue light. So I could kind of see how like the blue light combined with the fact that it's like a red trash can, red
You know, the red
fire
trash
hydrant.
can would be just as accurate because this is supposed to be lead colored.
You say red colored or lead colored?
Lead.
We have a picture of it right here, up here. This is what it's supposed to look like.
Oh yeah.
No, notice how it looks colored like the lead.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that part. Well, either
I mean,
way,
it has a little picture of a flame, but that's different than being fully red.
yeah. Well, either way, at the very least, they used a bright blue light to depict radiation, which
That's
is
true.
actually
but it kind
like
of feels like they made the fire hydrant trans.
I'm fine. I mean, I'll support the trans fire hydrant.
You know what? Sure, yeah, let's support the trans fire hydrant that murders.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Alright.
Damn it! No!
Seems the purge engine has opened.
Seems
Seems the purge engine has opened.
Yeah, I think you can see why me and Bright hate him.
Oh, we're not even halfway.
Oh, okay,
This-
let's keep going.
I think because they were trying to keep like they seemed like dead set on keeping a like a video length of like right around 18.5 minutes, I'm guessing for like some very specific monetization number. But I think because of just how complex this SCP is, thanks to their wanting to keep it shorter, like than it could probably like would actually need to be, it just feels like the fucking video has crippling ADHD. Like I feel like an iPad baby right now.
Yeah. Yeah. For monetization, because I have monetized YouTube channel, the video has to be 10 minutes long.
Yeah, but I feel like I remember like some YouTubers talking about how like the optimal video length, if you're not doing like stupidly long videos, is like right around 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
In terms of like trying to maximize how much AdSense you can get off of it.
Yeah. Oh my god, Bookworm. Gotta watch that Coco Melon.
Don't mind me just pounding back a root beer.
Oh, you also have root beer?
Yeah, I have an A&W.
Oh, I have mug.
The content farm.
Oh, to hell with you.
Okay.
They turned a lead fire hydrant into a trans fire hydrant.
Jerry, quickly, which is better, A&W or mug for your root beer?
I played the fifth.
That's not an option here.
I
actually did try both, and I prefer mug.
You know what? That's valid.
Oh yes, but I don't know what I need.
Ready to continue? Because I want to watch them getting flung again, because it's funny as shit.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess, food, watch a fire hydrant turn trans, I guess.
Oh, circle in the air.
Will you rewind for Spood? The Spood did not see the trans fire hydrant. What? Are you okay? What?
Seems the purge engine is opened.
I just want to know why it is a full spin in here.
He was obviously happy about the purge engine being opened.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, Spood,
God.
no, it's not originally a trans fire hydrant.
Damn it. Mr. Manning, do you copy?
Copy, Logan. What's happening?
Everyone is dead. I'm the only one left. The attic is jam-packed with deadly objects.
So
I can't get out.
The cloud pills when you stared at too long. None of them tried to leave. None of them looked at it, but they all died. The one guy who looks at it for a few seconds doesn't get one thrown on him.
Well, they were trying to leave. They were trying to evacuate.
You have to leave in order for the cloud to attack. You have to leave the forest area, not the stairs.
Not try to leave near the area.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Which means it wouldn't have attacked.
An abnormal cloud is firing at everyone who approaches the stairs.
Calm down, Logan. We'll study the documents and find you a way out.
Fucking stairs!
They were running away from the stair. What is wrong? Are we sure this guy didn't get hit in the head by one of those cannonballs?
Sadly, he's just this way. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Real fast. Let's have Hatchet hear the scream at the beginning and then go back to this.
Okay, so 8:25. Okay. You ready for this, Hatchet? It's funny as shit.
Okay.
You ready as well, Spood? Okay. This is their quality of voice acting.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
1 to 10, how would you two
No.
rate this voice
No,
acting?
please yell again. Yell again while you're just a hand, you bastard.
I think you and Spoon would both rate the scream a 0. Am I right?
I rate the scream. I rate the scream 1 out of 10.
What do you rate it, Spoon?
What's the skull rating?
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10 with 1 being what?
The worst.
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the context, so I guess a 10 for this video.
What, the best?
That's fucking hilarious, though.
What, you rated it because it's so humorous? It's supposed to sound like someone who's terrified for their life and dying.
It kind of sounds like an accountant who's dying because they lost a digit off of their books. They're like, ah!
What?
The horror!
I mean,
Like there are only 2 scenarios that make sense to why they're using a scream that is that unimpassioned. And it's either A, they went the cheapo route and got like free stock sound effects somewhere, which is
I think free stock
almost
would
certainly.
sound better than that.
Probably, yeah. Or they paid some guy on Fiverr and specifically told him, "Hey, dude, okay, give us the least serious sounding scream you can manage. Just give us a scream, but make it sound like you don't actually care."
Or they did the thing that Food said it sounded like, and told the person, scream like you're an accountant and you're 1 number off and you feel like you're dying.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Just
So
less scream, more groan.
yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the stream, but part 1 to the special project I'm working on will be done really soon.
nice.
Cool. Where the fuck are my socks? Whatever.
Anyway, so we ready to continue?
Yeah. Well, define ready.
Over and out.
I'll never live this down. My fellow soldier's dead. Derek's disappeared. The mission plan couldn't have gone worse. Your task is to lead your squad in and clear the village of Alpendro.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna go to Israeli village.
Or we just. So we're just adding in half-assed commentary on American war crimes. That's what we're doing today.
It's more like they're basically saying, hey, if you follow orders and you're a soldier, you have committed a sin and you're going to, I guess, SCP hell.
I mean, let's just be frank, like, kinda, yeah, given exactly what this shit.
Well, to me, if you do what you're told, you're doing it to survive. A lot of the people who end up there are not really that willing because they only have to do some training in like some time and then they can go back. But what they did to a lot of people during that war was they're like, no, you're not allowed to go back yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Well, while I agree with that, the excuse of we were following orders is like literally the box standard excuse Nazi soldiers gave during the Nuremberg trials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably should have said the bad German guys, but still.
Are we ready to experience what might get racist?
Yeah, like the point being, like, I can definitely understand the humanity of a good number of these people just didn't want to be there, but it's still, you know, people being paid to go and commit war crimes.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, let's watch some war crimes
That's
happen.
a civilian-occupied village, sir. Old people, women, children.
Let's hope
That's
they
just a
don't get
cover.
racist.
They're hiding
Let's
extremely
hope-
volatile
let's
chemical
hope.
weapons there. Are you doubting our intelligence, son?
No,
There has
And
to
you,
be at
Sergeant
least
Hardy?
one example of them not being racist when showing someone not white. I'm sure it'll be this video. It'll happen. It will. It will. It will. Oh, goddamn.
Hold on, I want to go back, because I think he just said that they're going to just destroy an area of innocent
Yeah,
people.
they're going to kill a village.
Oh yeah, they're going to okay, listen. It's time for a little bit of modern day political commentary here. Did you notice how in this scenario we have a case of a person in a position of power over a minority demanding and declaring that the civilians within that area are either directly working with their enemy or are just a cover for their enemy. I think I've heard this exact rhetoric somewhere recently. I mean, I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like there's like an ongoing, shall we say, ethnic cleansing that comes to mind when I describe that scenario.
Yeah.
But anyway, we do need to get rid of those supposed tunnels under those hospitals. Anyway, let's okay. Rant over.
Right.
At least they go the extra mile to make it
tunnels
accurate.
don't exist.
Of course they don't.
The only
My
proof they have is "Trust me, bro" and 3D rendering of guesses.
I still think my favorite meme that's like come out of people mocking that stuff is like a picture of Grand Moff Tarkin, the guy who fired the Death Star in the first Star Wars movie, like emphatically saying to the camera, the calculated strike on Alderaan was entirely justified. We needed to eliminate the rebel tunnels under that planet. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's watch war crimes happen. I'm so enthused.
That's a civilian-occupied village, sir. Old people, women, children.
That's just a cover. They're hiding extremely volatile chemical weapons there. Are you doubting our intelligence, son?
No,
And you, Sergeant Hardy?
No, sir.
Then why the hell are you both still here? Dismissed.
Oh no, this doesn't feel right at all, man. I can feel it.
Orders are orders, Adam.
My God.
Logan, do you copy? You good? What's your sit rep?
Nothing new. And I'm holding up, sir.
We've read through the documents, and it looks like there may be a way to get you out. You're gonna have to go through the anomalies, though.
I'll do anything to get out of here.
Right. Then turn your back to the sun. Find your 2 o'clock and walk until you reach puddles of tears, whatever that means.
Got it, sir.
What?
I'll be in touch. Over and out.
What?
Where are they getting this information?
I don't know.
Isn't this like trying to depict the initial recovery of the object?
Yeah, so they wouldn't have any
So-
information on it.
So they investigated the quote unquote documents that they mysteriously found. And now we're just taking a detour onto something that doesn't even sound like it's actually from the SCP.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go see what's the puddle of tears are like.
Could sure use some luck right now.
What?
Oh, shit! Oh, it burns! The liquid was corrosive. Acid rain?
There's no lake like this in the SCP.
Right. Also, if you left the forest, you'd be dead. What is happening?
So I was gonna guess knock off dead marshes from Lord of the Rings, but instead we have acid rain and acid pools that are the puddles of tears. And
Also,
those are a bit bigger than puddles.
Also, does acid rain actually hurt people?
I feel like it could potentially do it, like at a certain level of acidity, but I think the main damage that it causes is to plant life and structures.
Ah.
Yeah.
But, like, feasibly speaking, like, you could, like, for example, if you decided to just up and head over to Venus, like, I believe some of the storms there actually contain, like, acid that's got a low enough pH to actually put a hole in you.
Gotcha.
Just not the ones on Earth, not typically.
Yeah, at least not right now, but since we're speed running global warming, I guess we'll find out in a couple of years. Okay.
I fell into a puddle and...
I thought this was corrosive.
That's not
You
a puddle,
son of a
that's an
bitch!
ocean.
Right.
He drops into the quote-unquote puddle that's a fucking lake. And he previously said that it was corrosive. Was he only talking about the rain?
I guess.
Because, like, he said it was corrosive, that it hurt him after he stepped into the puddle. So you would assume that the puddle is also corrosive. So why the fuck is he not a skeleton right now?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, soil erosion too. Thanks, book. And now we get more trauma flashbacks. I felt so bad about gunning down that village.
There weren't any chemical weapons there. You got an order to clear that territory for an oil pipeline. Adam, chill out. I'm warning you, Corporal Owen. I'd advise you to keep your mouth shut. I'm a peacekeeper, goddammit. You can't keep me quiet. If your friend doesn't keep his mouth shut and the public finds out about this, we're all done for. Deal with him, Sergeant. Why that memory? And why now? Sir, do you copy?
Copy. Are you okay? You've got to keep moving. The Liar's Cradle, 4 o'clock.
The Liar's Cradle is used for people who lie.
Okay. Oh, okay. So now we're gonna have some scenario pop up in which he's forced to lie about his involvement in the war crimes, and then he's gonna get burned alive because of his war crimes.
Well, the Liar's Cradle doesn't burn people. It will severely torture you, but it won't kill.
By immolate, do you know what immolating means?
No.
It means burning you. Are
Ow.
you kidding me, Bright? It lights you on fire and keeps you alive in the fire.
How?
I'm gonna... Bright.
You didn't realize that, Bright?
No.
How do you think he was hurting them?
I thought it was like
How did you...
just if you're in the Liar's Cradle and you lie, all the trees start poking you really aggressively. That's why it's all burnt around it. Can you not use context clues? This shit is so obvious. Why would we wouldn't even need to assume that you wouldn't understand it? Because there's context clues to imply what immolate fucking means. I'm trying to keep my voice down so my mom doesn't yell at me.
I'm sorry, let's continue.
I can't with you.
I tried avoiding the anomaly altogether, but it was as if I'd crashed into an invisible wall. I had to step through the center.
What? Wait. You have to lie.
So they turned the pile of ash and wood into rock.
And they turn into, fuck you, you're getting set on fire no matter what.
Insta-fire.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lose everything because of you. You bastard! I trust you!
Nice try. Not your smartest decision.
Logan!
Oh.
Okay, I confess. The villagers died because of me. I killed my friend and lied to his fiancée. Please, please make it stop.
That's not what this does. That's not what the liar's cradle does. It's not a confessional.
Well, it also doesn't have that design, so it's not like they're going for authenticity.
Also, it's not just a random house.
Correction, random treehouse.
You got to be very specific with which kind of house it is, Bright.
There should be a hatch inside. Open it.
It technically, it doesn't look structurally sound.
It's a tiny,
Huh?
It's a tiny ass cardboard box looking house strung up between two thin ass burnt birch trees. Of course, it's not structurally sound. It's basically just a guy on stilts. Even the slightest imbalance is going to cause that whole thing to collapse.
Come on, Logan. You're almost out.
I'm just saying, even if the trees were healthy, the design itself is flawed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's still like propped up between two birch trees that are tiny as fuck.
It felt like I'd been wandering for ages. Even the
Okay, so we've got a portal tree house. Fun.
I'm just gonna comment. If they had time to do all this, then why didn't they just take more time going through the actual SCP?
That's true. We're just going off on complete random bullshit.
We sped run through the actual SCP.
Yeah, like just cannonballs launching because you left the house, not because you actually left the place. You stared at the sky. You got the terribly designed cow monster going around causing havoc. Just some random guy gets radiationed to death on the trans hydrant.
Yeah.
Like all within the span of like 10 seconds. It's just like machine gunning the information from the actual article so that the creators can get on with their stupid pet fan theory that makes no goddamn sense.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure you have to do more than tap the fire hydrant to trans radiate you to death.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah.
walkie-talkie wasn't working anymore. Hell, maybe I'm getting what I deserve.
In fact, here for a second. In fact, I will officially announce that this video is trans fire hydrant slander because the only way a trans fire hydrant would be expected to actually do that is if you misgendered it. Anyway, you misgender the fire hydrant, you get to be goo. Have fun as goo.
I'm sorry, Sergeant Hardy, but you can't go any further. You piece of shit! What's going on here?
Yeah, the attic craves the impure.
What? Wait, what is that on his confessor?
Yeah, I think
Why
that's.
did he hear his shirt open?
I don't know.
Yeah, you see, it's a pretty standard activity. You know, you hit someone in the head with the rock, and after doing that, the shirt just bursts open to reveal that he's a fucking knockoff of, I don't know, the fucking John Seed from Far Cry 5, I guess. I don't fucking know anymore.
I will say, if I see someone knocked out, the first thing I'm gonna do is not tear off their clothing.
Hmm.
That's a little questionable, right? Don't tear off a random guy's clothing.
That's true, but but our main character is also a war criminal.
Yeah.
I killed him. What's that? Looks like a brand. The Confessor. I'd seen the name of that anomaly in the documents.
Why?
So Derek was one of the objects in the attic? Of course! That's why he could come
When
and go
did
as he
read
pleased.
that?
I had
When
no
did they have time?
So was Confessor one of them? I know there's like a bunch of items in the attic.
There was no confessor.
One confessionary.
That's not the same as a confessioner. Or a confessor.
Confessionary is the room you fall asleep in and tell everything to.
So they just
Right, yeah.
turned a room into a person.
choice but to move on. Then, footsteps behind me.
Ow.
No!
His goddamn legs.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Kill him. Kill him already.
Fuck off! Get away from me!
How the fuck is this? That's not breaking?
Kill me! Enough! Please!
What is happening?
I have no idea.
Okay, so this is. You see, they made the artistic choice of redepicting his war crimes and his murdered best friend while he's in the telephone. Because Doctor Who's a popular thing, and I think there's a telephone in that sometime.
I'm gonna be honest. War crimes do happen and they're horrible, but the way his were depicted was honestly inaccurate.
For the most part, yeah. Because let's just be frank. The way that not just combatants, but basically everyone in an occupied zone are dehumanized by our military. Something tells me that this guy wouldn't have gotten even to this point before.
I'm going to comment. They don't have you kill your fellow soldiers because soldiers are specifically trained to work together as a group.
Yeah.
They will not attack each other unless they're having a mental breakdown. The only people who were ever told specifically by the military kill other military people were certain soldiers in the Vietnam War, and they got so fucked up in the head about it after the war, they literally locked themselves alone in isolated area and put traps everywhere. Yes, that was traumatizing to them. They couldn't trust anyone.
Anyways, we're ready to continue.
I guess there's something especially traumatizing about being trained to trust these people with your life like they are a brother, and then being told to kill them.
Yeah.
Wait, I just realized the soldier on the left, he has his gun pointed down.
Wait,
Well, he never.
I think that's the butt of the gun.
The butt gun?
I'm just going to say it doesn't matter because are you
Oh yeah,
expecting
it's
accuracy?
that's the butt.
How is he? Well, yeah,
Just
but
don't expect accuracy. Let go.
that creates a new question. What's going? I don't. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Anymore!
Logan, you've been cleansed. The brazen heart is ready to fulfill your wish. What is it you would like?
I want to get out of here! No! Back off! What?
What?
Where am I? Did the attic let me go?
How are you feeling? I thought it through. He'll be better off in the orphanage.
Did you give up your child?
What? How would you know that?
What
Oh
was
my
that?
god.
A hallucination? A consequence of visiting the anomalous site?
Hey, watch it! This disposable committed suicide. He must have just felt, too guilty.
Oh my gosh, they made him the confessor now.
I hate it.
What the hell? Why am I seeing everyone's vile deeds?
You finally awake, son?
What happened to me?
Wait, back
You were
up.
found
Hold
lying
on. Hold on. Why am I seeing everyone's vile deeds? And one of the quote-unquote vile deeds is a woman giving up her child for adoption.
Says the war criminal.
Right.
Yeah, but like specifically, I'm pretty damn willing to call that like overt misogyny because because why is it that it is viewed as an inherently evil thing for a woman to not be able to care for a child?
Yeah, we don't need to know her circumstances. Also, you forgot to click added violence.
I did
And
added
you-
violence.
Oh, I don't see it.
Oh boy, don't want to.
It's on the white background of the wall, that's why you can't see it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all
And
clicked.
Well, we can acknowledge that, you know, the adoption system in most places in the world, but especially here in the States, is less than optimal, to put it very mildly. You know, demonizing the yeah,
Can
just
we click bad history?
bad history. Is that fair enough? Oh yeah, because of because of Iraq War. Yeah, that's fair enough.
We almost have another bingo if we have race swap.
I don't think that's gonna happen. unless this guy, unless we just spontaneously see someone turned a different race by the anomaly. Who fucking knows at this point?
You know, yeah, who knows?
Right.
I know that the trans fire hydrant converted that one guy's race from human to sludge.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, let's finish this episode.
Conscious by the side stairs.
But how did I get out of the dungeon?
It doesn't matter. Have you found the brazen heart?
How did you...
Logan, is everything all right?
I'm sorry, I... Yes, the broken heart was there, and it fulfills wishes.
Logan, the Foundation needs that object. It could be invaluable.
I understand, sir. I'll organize a team to retrieve the brazen heart.
Fine, but I'm coming with you this time.
Of course, sir.
What?
And so we went. I was the only one who knew what lay ahead, and how it would all end. One of the soldiers was killed by the biomechanical monster.
Run! Move! Move!
The second soldier couldn't get past the puddles of tears.
What?
Your hand! Give me your hand! Leave him, Logan!
We need to find the Brazen Heart!
I was hoping that the Liar's Cradle wouldn't take the last soldier, but...
No! No! I'm not guilty!
It doesn't kill.
It doesn't kill, yeah. It burns, but it specifically keeps you alive as long as possible.
Right.
I'm dreaming of a better video. And it's not the one I'm watching now. Let's move on.
Right.
I want to be done with this.
Guess you were lying, son.
We were the only ones left. Kurt Manning didn't know that there was a field of the Forgotten in front of the house, but
Why?
I remembered it.
Hurry up! We're almost there!
Okay. Yeah, okay. So the thing that grants wishes was in that telephone booth. Now, we already pieced together that our main character has turned into a little bit of a goober, a little bit of guy who's doing some work for the SCP now. But why does not just this guy that's having him like the commanding officer here, why does he not pick up on anything? And why did none of those soldiers pick up on the fact that they were apparently supposed to go find the wish-making device in the house? So they went to the house, someone got murderized, they left the house, someone died in the puddle, someone spontaneously, now all of a sudden the Liar's Cradle kills, and now they're going back to the house.
Let's be honest, in the actual SCP, the only thing that grants you wish is the judge, if you're judged pure, which none of them would have been judged pure. None of them.
Which is -3.
So either way, I'm just like frustrated because, you know, we already know all of this isn't gonna like line up with the SCP, but you could at least have people be able to make basic observations like, hey, why are you taking us in a deadly circle? Why?
Well, it's not really a circle, but it is deadly. And they skipped the trans fire hydrant. They skipped the lead balls.
Yeah, they just... I guess not a deadly circle, yeah. You took us in a deadly a straight line that we're now backpedaling on for some reason.
Yeah.
When the way to get to the fucking telephone booth where he got his wish granted is to go into the spontaneous portal treehouse.
Yeah.
Which, oh my god, which this commanding officer should already know about. He's the one who instructed this motherfucker to go into the portal treehouse.
Yes.
I'm gonna...
Are you okay?
Let me tell you something, Bright. This stream started without me at around 7, right?
Yeah.
Well, 9 your time, but 7 for me. Okay? Now, I didn't come in here initially because I had a bad flare-up of IBS. Unpleasant.
Oh.
Very unpleasant. I want to go back to the IBS.
I'm sorry.
I had more fun
taking... It's a real medical issue.
I had more fun... I had more fun taking surveys on the toilet and suffering than sitting here watching this bullshit. Give me my time back.
I'm about your medical issue, but oh my gosh.
Well, no, you see, that's the thing. I'm saying this to make you laugh. Because someone needs to laugh about my suffering, right? Right? Anyway.
God damn it!
You know what you need? Chicharrone pinwheels, because those are basically wheel-shaped deep-fried snacks that taste like pork rind, but cleaner and lighter. and they're not pork rind. There's no pork.
Huh.
They're just really delicious chips.
I'll look into that.
Also, why is there skeletons taking the guy now?
What is this? No! Logan, help!
This is where your journey ends, Mr. Manning. I looked into your heart and saw you for what you really are.
If your friend doesn't keep his mouth shut and the public finds out about this, we're all done for. Deal with him, Sergeant.
It's done, General Manning.
When will I get my share of the pipeline?
Oh my god.
You see, two things, Joseph. First of all, I really like money. And secondly, I don't like to share. The brazen heart shouldn't fall into the hands of such an impure person. Do you want to confess before you die?
No! No! It's mine! Mine!
I was gonna say most people would have grabbed him sooner.
This is my purpose now, to supply Object 2427 with impure sinners. Fortunately, the world isn't in short supply of those. Any of you want to see something crazy? It'll only cost $5.
What?
Removal of characters is 4. Sorry, 4.
5 out of 4.
I hate this.
Even the SCPs were basically removed.
Added gore or violence, yes, very much so.
Yeah.
My only regret at the end is that the guy that got dragged down at the end didn't finish the video off with an
I'm sorry.
Okay, so what's the next category?
Deviation from the article, yes.
4.
Yeah. I mean, it was all kind of there, but it was also thrown. It was thrown together in a blender with a whole bunch of other ideas. It's like, you know what? Genuinely, this is what I'm starting to think. Oh my God! I just had an epiphany. All of these scripts are made with ChatGPT.
Oh my
They
god.
are.
All of these scripts are made by shoving the entirety of the SCP archives into ChatGPT and telling it, give us a 20-minute long video to be animated about SCP insert number here, and that's how they do this. I refuse to believe that there is a single human being that would actually knowingly put this shit from pen to paper. It's just some lazy fucker using a stupid machine to jarble random nonsense out onto a page, just putting it through the fucking mill and getting it onto YouTube so that they can make as much money as possible.
Did we
Yeah.
click made by AI on the bingo?
That's a good idea. Well, to be fair, this is a fan theory. This is a hater theory, but it feels very accurate, but we can't say for 100% certainty. There could just be like a 5-year-old they're hiring to do this for like a candy bar.
A 5-year-old would be more creative. Give them more credit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've seen a 2-year-old with more creativity, although they also said mommy power when they were playing with their sibling and pretended to have boob missiles attack the enemy.
Well, either way, I'd like to humbly apologize for the insulting nature of my last comment to any 5-year-olds watching Bright's chat or watching Bright's stream. I apologize. I made a gross overgeneralization. I'm sure many of you 5-year-olds out there could make something 20 times better than this.
There we go. No.
Anyway, anyway, so the next category is offensiveness, right?
And only
Slash
men.
racism.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
slash
so-
racism too.
How
Yeah,
offensive
so-
would you call this, Hatchet?
Okay, so on one hand, nothing overtly racist, okay? That I could tell. On the other hand, you know, just using historical events and war crimes as a backdrop for your stupid bullshit, that feels pretty offensive.
That is incredibly offensive. It's also spitting on. There are
The
people
people
still
who are
alive
actually-
from this.
Yeah, that were actually harmed by this. Like, I can't imagine, like, some survivor of the Iraq War that watched his family get gunned down by U.S. soldiers comes onto YouTube, watches this, and sees this as the West's view of that war.
Yeah.
So I would give it a 20, but it's 1 through 4, so I guess 4 will have to do.
I don't think I could have said that better myself.
Which means this got 0%.
Good for it. Good for ChatGPT getting no points on the assignment.